Welcome everybody back to All Screwed Up, hosted by RaC Champs. What's up, everybody? This is the tournament with the $1,300 plus prize pool, and we got another match for you all today. What's up? I'm Ricky, and I'm here with Tab.
Hello, boys and girls. How are we? There is no Zem this stream, unfortunately. It's a takeover. We've taken over.
It's the European takeover.
Takeover. Zem is dead.
Zem is gone. Get the crabs out. All right, we got another match here today. This time, it's we're gonna see two people you've already seen before if you've caught the other matches. Scottobozo versus Mucka. So let's take a look at the stats. Check out the cool transition.
Nice.
There it is. We got the clown versus the sunglasses or whatever.
Yeah,
that's just the glasses.
Mucka looking extremely chill.
Yeah, looking super fly.
So in terms of the times here that we've got today, it's maybe a little bit different to what we've seen in the last two races. Mucka, there's a decent amount of disparity between the two in RaC 1 and in Size Matters, but maybe slightly akin to yesterday. The Todd times are a little bit closer, and it's definitely okay. I'll say this: the categories are volatile enough, especially Size Matters and Todd, as we unfortunately saw yesterday, that really anything can happen at any time. So yeah, there's nothing to be counted out here. I think we're just gonna have to see how it goes.
Yeah, and we are actually going to be starting with Tools of Destruction. These guys agreed to starting with random. Actually, they agreed to that. So I pulled up a random number generator. I said one for it was one for RaC 1, 2 for SM, 3 for Todd. I just clicked away, closed my eyes, and it ended up on the 3. And I heard some no. I heard some no.
Immediately groaned. Yeah.
Yep. That's what it is. That's what it is when it comes to Todd.
Yeah, it's really not the runner favorite of the 3, but I mean, it's going to be interesting. Whatever happens, it's going to be interesting. I'd say it's probably going to be the closer of the 3 games, Todd. So it's going to be interesting to start with that. It seems to be, at least for the last 2, it's been kind of one loss, and then we go to a game that the opponent is stronger at. But with Todd, it could go either way. Yeah,
it's definitely going to be extremely hard if Scotto takes Todd right away.
Mm-hmm. We're being slightly stronger in Size Matters and RaC 1.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if like Mucka's on the ropes here, if he loses to if he loses Todd,
but again,
he's gonna have to hope for some game crashes or something, like some explosive. Okay, that's overused at this point, but but he's gonna have to hope for something here.
Yeah, and I was going to say Size Matters is volatile enough with the clip and the seal jump that anything can happen. But really, it's the same with AGB. I mean, we've seen it already. Very easy to die and lose multiple minutes, no matter who you are. Even if you're second place and you really should know better. It's very easy to die in very trivial places and lose a bunch of time. So I wouldn't count either of them out on any of these 3 today.
Yeah, for sure. And I think we are going to start off with the best and most closest one, I think. I think again, just like we saw yesterday, we're gonna see it's coming down to Kerwan. Like we're gonna see how Kerwan comes out. I mean, again, Mucka's a bit more experienced. I don't quite recall, but I do believe that is a second place time behind Killa in Tools of Destruction 10 Gold Bolts. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's second place. Maybe you can pull it up. Yeah, I do know Mucka's time is excellent.
It is an extremely good time, and yes, it is second place.
Yeah, so he's got the upper hand.
Yeah, Killa has the record with 24-11. And Mucka has the only other 24 actually. All the 25 club there's four there, Scotto and myself included. But Mucka and Killa are sitting there in the 24 club by themselves, and of course that puts Mucka at the best time in the tournament for Todd. So yeah.
He's the favorite. He's the favorite coming out for sure. But yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. I think Scotto from yesterday's race decided to put more time into RaC 1, but I mean, as we see, like he might not need it here, so it's possible that Scotto has put the hours into the wrong game today. Maybe just being confident and looking way ahead, even looking for a stronger opponent. Maybe he's looking to sweep Muka quickly here with a 2-0 or something. I mean,
it would be the first one we've seen as well. Maybe we could have a look at the Sam. Maybe we could have a look at the there we go. He knows what I mean. The tournament standings so far. So we're in our third one. Any insights, Ricky, looking at this so far?
Just like who's gonna be, I mean, yeah, I was thinking, like, looking at these matchups, I'm kind of like just looking at what I'm excited about. I'm kind of excited for you versus Sneepy versus Scott. I'm just excited to see Sneepy play.
Yeah,
actually.
I'm also excited to see Sneepy. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, Sneepy's going to have a lot of matches in a row for sure. Because I mean, he's just on vacation.
So so he's not going to be playing at all this week. He's going to be playing most, if not all, of his games next week. And it's going to be interesting to see how that affects, one, his performance, but two, how he competes relative to other people. Is it going to be exhausting for him to play a bunch of matches in a row, or is he going to come out swinging, just knock everyone down one by one? We don't know. We'll have to find out. I mean, I'm hoping it's the former, just so I get a W.
He's got some decent times all around. I think really one of the big matches I'm kind of looking forward to is if Sneepy and Scotto face off in RaC 1 AGB. Actually, that's one of the because that's a long category. That's the longest of the three, and they're really close.
Yeah, they are definitely probably the closest. That's definitely the closest matchup in AGB. I'd say it's a 50. Sneak's 54 to Scotto's low 56.
Yeah, but that 56 is recent.
Yeah, with that like a minute and a half at most difference. Over 50 minutes is basically nothing in terms of a marathon or a race context. Like they've got to do a no reset. They're not playing to their PB's standards, so that really could go either way. Obviously, Sneep has a slight advantage just based on PB time, but again, he'll be rusty and coming back from a vacation, and Scotto's been playing all week. So, that one really could go either way. But we're not here to see them today. We are here to see Muka and Scotto. Muka,
perhaps we could get it over to the screens. Yeah. There we go. Looks like our players are ready. They're loading the files. We are going to start with Tools of Destruction. Do you have something to say before?
No. Go.
Okay. I'll do the countdown, and we're going to get ready with Tools of Destruction here. All right. So, real quick. Muka, you good?
All in on me, baby. Let's go.
Let's get it. Scotto, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. And begin in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, here we go. Very blistering start to the race. We've got to wait 10 seconds before anything happens.
Yeah, we got to see the fog, the like blue foggy background.
The calm before the storm.
Yep, the storm being Kerwan on Tools of Destruction, one of the more brutal planets in any Ratchet game, really, like starting stages. I mean, honestly, anytime there's a Veldin in any Ratchet game, it's got to be brutal. It's brutal in Ouya, it's brutal in RaC 1.
Not Veldin.
Oh, Kerwan. I forgot. I thought it was Veldin. My bad. All right, it goes to show how much I know. But
I mean, it is a first level of the game with an extremely brutal reset heavy trick, which is weirdly a theme in the Ratchet series just across the board. And we saw yesterday how much that can affect people in a run. It's definitely the one to get for. You see Muka here opting to get the checkpoint over there. He just it only loses a little bit of time, but it does mean he gets a little bit of consistency in a marathon setting. If he dies, actually, if he's soft locked, he wouldn't be able to. But if he dies or otherwise messes up, he has that checkpoint there for safety.
Yeah, see, both of them. I think again, Scotto does not have the crate, so he's going to have to opt for this kind of harder strat to get on top of this lamp.
Yeah, but so Muka the first through. Yeah, not a lot that can go wrong now. Muka and Scotto pretty much right behind us. So this is going to be a good race. We have a race.
This is not, unless I saw, who was it? Was it you that
me? Yes, it was me.
Yeah, you hyper strike and hit a roof and hit the slant all the way down.
You can be yoked very quickly, but both of our runners on the rail trying to keep it close for us. And I mean, with that being the hardest trick in the at least the least consistent trick in the run, we're looking at a close one now already. which is great to see.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, like literally, we haven't seen that much Tools of Destruction where like PBs have kind of been close and clashing and stuff. So we've not really been able to see like how brutal we've not been close out of Kerr-1 for any of these races. So like I'm actually kind of excited now. Again, this is really the decider. Like Mucka really has to take Tools.
And now that they're out of the least consistent part of the run, is Mucka's advantage on Scotto in terms of PB going to shine through now?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, are we gonna see that better movement? Are we gonna see that slightly better routing or understanding of the bolt counts or ammo, or even just, you know, a superior cum factory gonna bring it down to the wire, but Mucka just clinching it.
Yeah, we're gonna see. He does have a slight lead so far, and I also do believe that checkpoint did give him slightly better bolts as well. Just a super minor thing. But yeah, we're gonna see 34.74 on the way gliding down to that thing, and yes, Scotto about 500 behind actually, and that is because he went for that checkpoint. He killed all the enemies on Kerr-1, and then got the checkpoint along with all the bolts that he got from killing the enemies, and then went back for the skip. So he got a little bit more there. And so yeah, see, tiny optimization there from Mucka. I think he threw the bomb and then went for the bolt multiplier.
Yeah,
like, right after that tiny little thing there.
Just little things like that, a little bit of extra game knowledge here and there is going to help Mucka sort of extend his lead, really, if there are no big mistakes with either of the runners.
Yeah, and Scotto making some tiny movement errors into this Leviathan fight. And yeah, so we're going to see Mucka like pretty much extend his lead here, with probably 15-20 seconds or so. Some sloppy, like I saw Scotto earlier as well miss one of the wall bounces or something. So. Yeah,
the Leviathan fight as well is also deceptively difficult to do optimally. There's a way of moving and collecting the extra bomb ammo at the right time that is a little bit harder than it looks. You can definitely lose a bit of time to not having any ammo left and having to walk over to the next crate. So that's not something you'll see top runners doing that much. They know how to move so that they're always getting the ammo right when they need it. So yeah, little extra things like this that Mucka may be slightly better at Scotto at. But I mean, they're still keeping it tight. They're both going to be in the cum factory at the same time, as we see.
Yeah, get the Craigasms out. We're entering the Kabalia cum factory. We're going to see a lot of clips with, my entire monitor just blacked out because I bumped my table. Great stuff. All right. So, no, it's fine now. Yeah, so Mucka's going to do this clip here by having the cum blob fall on his, I don't know why we're calling it that. It's all green, but it's the name kind of sort of stuck here, yeah.
Is yours not green?
Wait, what? All right, moving on.
Yeah, another big jump here from Mucka. He's going to shoot 3 and then hyper strike into the goop right at the top. A little bit trickier than it looks, that jump, but it saves a bunch going around it casually. And you're going to see a few more jumps here just to get up to the what do you call those? The
bolt cranks.
Bolt crank. Yeah, a bit quicker.
I'm trying to look at the disparity. Is that the word? Like the difference between the time stages. It's looking like Mucka kind of extended his lead a little bit.
Yeah, I would say
we're looking at about 20 seconds, maybe 15.
I'm gonna do it on cutscene end. So Mucka's there on a 40 or 39.
Yeah.
So we'll see what Scott looking like.
Yeah, so Mucka's got to do one more.
The clip here. You can.
Yeah.
Oh, that's. Oh, he just clipped inbounds.
Oh, that's bad actually. I think he's got to load. Yeah, he's got to load.
Oh, that's devastating.
So
side flip there.
Yeah, what he meant to do was he meant to. Wait, is this a cutscene? Oh, it's the cutscene.
Oh, he has to watch the whole cutscene again. Was there no save?
Wait, couldn't he have saved then loaded?
I've never seen that mistake before. I don't know how much he has to do again with that cutscene.
We have to wait. I'm unsure how much he has to do.
Okay, he's back here.
Okay, all right.
It's still really bad. It's just not as bad. The only thing now
I think he's got to get the bolt again. He's got to get the bolt.
Yeah, he's got to get the bolt. He's gonna go. Yeah, he's gonna go back in. I think he might have got the cutscene okay, and that saved, but he would have had to go the casual way to get the gold bolt, which loses another 30 seconds. It's not trivial at all. So that's a big upset for Mucka.
Still not over. I mean, Scotto. I remember when Todd, when Scotto was playing Todd yesterday, he actually did have some problems with the last 2 planets with the wall bounces. I mean, perhaps it's because
it's not overall
forfeit, but he took it like that. But it's possible that he might actually have issues with that in general.
Yeah, we saw Scotty yesterday with some problems late in the run. It's definitely not over by any means, but you hate to see that. You really do. Mucka having to repeat himself a lot here. And a little bit flustered here, I think, just messing up a jump or two. But yeah, I mean, now that we're on, is it Kortog? Is this Kortog? Now that we're on Kortog, there's definitely potentials for crashes. There's definitely potentials for, I don't know, just pulling this one out of thin air. Missed targets on the auto-scroller. There's a lot that can go wrong later in the run that could completely change this result yet again. So don't change your sets, folks. It's not over.
Yeah, so if this is the first time you've seen a Tools of Destruction speedrun, this is a really cool trick. I don't know the name of it, but if you do a wall bounce and then continuously use the Shock Ravager, which is this whip, you can go through the air pretty much infinitely. Obviously, you do see there is an ammo counter in the in the top left, so it's not infinite by any means. But for as long as you have ammo, you can keep doing that. So and Scotto's going to use that to get this bolt really quick.
Yeah, and this is
Mucka's finishing up Kabalia here, so he's going to head into Kortog really quick as well. But yeah, this is a pretty big lead for Scotto so far. He's got to mess up pretty big time, which these wall bounces are kind of tough.
Yeah,
so
they are. They're a lot more precise than they look. The situation, the direction that he's gone there, and if he'd have failed that in a certain way, he'd be right back at the start of the planet. So that would be another lead here. One thing I want to talk about as Mucka's loading into Kortog is something. It's a skip that happens that you don't see at the start of this section. Is a free fall section, like you would see in Ouya. You free fall and avoid the missiles and stuff. And just by holding L2 and down on the stick, you just skip that and spawn on the ground for some reason. That saves like 30 seconds. It's as simple as just holding those buttons. But it's a skip that it's not really talked about because you don't even see it happen. But if they left the sticks there, they would lose about 30 seconds. And you can forget about it. I've done it in runs before. You can forget about it, and it's just like, wow, okay, I got out of Cohen, I got a good start, and then I just forgot. And now
forgot that one thing.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm kind of looking for a time check here for Scotto. He's going to throw these fusion grenades out the window for these enemies. Good timing on that one, getting him right as he came up, and about 9:26.
Ooh, Mucka.
Mucka. No, he. Okay, I thought he may have been able to save that, but no.
You can't save it from there.
Yeah.
You need
pretty quick though. Pretty quick. He can back that up. Like.
Yeah, it doesn't lose a ton of time.
He's got everything.
There we go, and he gets it first try on the redemption there. Got Scotto coming into Fastoon now, collecting all the ship parts.
Yep, jumping off the earwax, as it looks.
Oh, Fastoon's also where you get I would say the majority of the bolts in the run. There's a section just after you get the second part where you get the bolt multiplier, and then you have to move pretty quickly to get all of the bolts that you need in time. He's going to be looking for about 25,000. You need 35 to buy the Shard Reaper.
Yeah,
the sniper rifle.
They're both SR. They're both SR.
Yeah. He needs 35,000 to buy the song request on
sniper rifle.
But you get about 10,000 in the auto scroller for free. So he's looking for about a 25 check here. Not a huge deal if he doesn't hit it, but he is going to lose a bit of time.
Yeah, nice boost there from Mucka. Both of our players here nailing the boost, which is really cool. When if you hyperspike into that roof, you can get a lot of speed going forward.
Yeah.
Now I forget exactly what time I said at the end of this fight for Scotto, but maybe somebody in chat will remember. It was 9 something. So we can maybe see a time. We can see like how far one is ahead of the other. If somebody does remember that time.
9 something. So we're looking at a couple minutes.
Yeah. Almost
9:26 says someone in chat.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, so it's looking like almost 2 minutes flat. We'll see. Wonder if it is 2 minutes flat. That would be.
Yeah, it actually looks pretty close. Was it first cutscene?
No, I was on fade out. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so slightly over 2 minutes.
Mucka messing up that fight.
That guy, yeah.
Yeah, so about 2 minutes 7 seconds, and Scotto's coming into. I mean, this if anything is going to halt Scotto from extending his lead or keeping the lead, rather, it's this skip right here.
Yeah, this trick can work extremely quickly, or you can just be grinding your head against a wall for minutes at a time. Sometimes it just decides to not work. Yeah. Sometimes you can lose it. It's extremely finicky, and I'm not really sure like how the clank movement works properly. I just kind of do it, and sometimes I get it, and I'm fine with that.
So what you're looking for is essentially you need a good enough jump off of this rock so that Clank will like kind of glide up against the corner, and that skips the whole section. So he is having a little bit of trouble with it, which means that Mucka will have some. Like if he gets this quick, yeah, there it is.
Got it there, yeah.
You got it.
There's a certain state that Clank gets that allows us to be possible. What he's looking for is as he's slowing down time there and gliding up against the rock. There's a kind of way in which Clank like jitters and glides up the rock slightly slower than normal, which is the cue to telling you that you've got the state. And when you've got that, you need to be over to the corner as soon as possible. And you just fly up. Like, have fun explaining that one, Todd Runners. Like, I don't know. We need some real scientists on the case. It just works. It just works. Yeah. Kind of nuts how there's 2 RaC games with clank skips that skip the entire level that would otherwise be multiple minutes by just flying up for no reason. That's
the other one being the game that is in this tournament.
Yeah, being the other game in this tournament. So you will see the other clank skip that works for absolutely no reason later on in the race, hopefully.
Unless we end up playing SM and this is a blowout. I mean, the thing about these races is they could literally be as long as like
30 minutes. Or...
they could be like 30 minutes if somebody sweeps Todd and size matters. But if somebody ends up playing all 3 and the PBs aren't like great on all 3, we could be looking at like something close to 2 hours, you know. And that's what's kind of interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Scott about to I mean, is it just me or has Mucka got like a significant made up significant time here? He's going into GGS when Scott is only leaving Fastoon. This could be a bit I don't really know how this happened, but there's not a lot of time between these now.
Yeah, Scotto leaving Fastoon at about 13:54. It's possible that no, Mucka he's doing the same route. Okay. Yeah. We might
definitely the same route. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Zem saying Mucka saved at least 40 seconds on Scotto there, so we'll have to see. Did we get a time check for Scott leaving Fastoon?
Yeah, I did. What was it? 13:54.
13:54. Okay, so we'll see what Mucka's looking like.
That was on fade out as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, of course, we're coming into your favorite level.
Everyone's favorite level.
Yeah.
The auto scroller. It's the worst kind of auto scroller, and it's the auto scroller that you have to pay attention the whole time because you get bolts by killing the enemies, and obviously you don't want to go out of your way to collect bolts anywhere else in the run if you can get them here because it loses no time to collect them. So they're going to be killing every enemy all the way through the auto scrollers, get as many bolts as possible without time loss.
Yeah, again, they need 35,000 here to get the shard laser. Yeah.
Quite overbolted here. He's going to be at least 2,000, 3,000 over by the time the auto scroll is over. So he's got no problems.
He's in the money.
Yeah, he could afford to just sit and actually not do anything for a bit.
And that 40-second estimate is looking pretty good. 15:14 for that's about 120. Yeah, that's 120s. Yeah, so 40 seconds is actually perfect. Pretty much.
So Mucka closing the lead, and there's definitely a lot left to mess up.
I think he definitely could, like with his bet. Like I'm hands down, I think Mucka probably has better movement on Mukau because it's one of the most important planets in this run for sure. Lots of big bounces, lots of movement. And
there's a lot of time to be saved that you wouldn't imagine in the arena as well. There's a lot of stuff that can go slightly wrong there.
And that is Mukka's specialty, if anything, because he's a deadlocked runner to the core, which has a ton of
it's just arena the game.
Yeah, that has a lot of arenas. So, I mean, it's his specialty for sure, which, we'll end up seeing whenever that comes. But as both players are on the auto scroller, I'm kind of keen to see who's going to take this because there is a minute, but it's definitely not over by any means. And I am excited to see what, possible next game we're looking at, whether it's Size Matters or RaC 1. I mean, we'll see. And Scotto is a little bit overbolted, but he does finish up the auto. Oh no, that's not.
This is going into the
it's going still. I keep forgetting. There's a fade out into a back turret section. Yep.
This is why Todd is the best speed game in the world. Even the auto scroller has a clank section. You just don't get that with any other games.
And this is probably the worst part because this is the node that you can miss or whatever. Like
this is I think that's the 4th node. Well, the easiest one to miss is actually the last one, because it kind of sneaks up on you. Obviously, the runners know where it is, and some of them might have, and a lot of runners have setups for it. But I mean, you can still miss it if it is deceptively hard to hit, and a lot of the time you'll find yourself being like, I should have hit it already, and then you kind of panic and wiggle the thing around, and then you get it. So Mucka looks like he's got a setup here. He's aiming right down at the bottom of the screen, hitting it, obviously, as you should if you run this game.
You have collected a gold bolt. That is what you get whenever you hit all 5 nodes, or I just called them nodes. I'm not sure. They're just like targets.
Yeah, they're nodes.
Yeah.
Sure, he's going to be going into the boss now, charging up the full charge shot until the boss is vulnerable. Be just at 3 laughs. And then he's just going to be kind of spamming L1 to get those little bit of extra DPS there on the boss. A little bit of RNG on this boss as well. He has a left eye, which does kind of crit damage to him that he opens, and it's RNG whenever the eye opens and closes. Usually towards the end of the fight, but it can either open once or it can open twice. So we can be looking for that just to save a little bit of extra time.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a pretty like slow part of the run, but I'd argue, I mean, I think the next plan is definitely like the most exciting in the whole run for sure. Kabalia definitely is another pretty cool one in my opinion as well, but yeah, I really like Muckau. It's pretty memorable Planet and Tools of Destruction in my opinion. Just the color scheme in the arena and just the overall. I just remember, I forget what the name of the gun is, but it's the tornado you can use with the 6-axis. I think this is the planet where you buy it for the first time, maybe. Or I remember at least using it for the first time on Muckau. And
glad you have that casual Todd knowledge, because I have none of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I should play it again soon. It's been a while for sure, because I mean it is the earliest future game, so you end up playing Todd a really long time ago, but then you end up playing like Nexus or Crack in Time like later on. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so Scotto heading into Muckau now.
Scotto just ending the boss and Mucka just starting it, so they are a boss apart right now. And of course, plenty of extra stuff that can go wrong. So again, this run is not over for either runners yet.
Yeah, Scotto is going to pick up a couple bolts. I think there's 3 on this planet, including the charge boots, which he's going to pick up here. And I've always thought the charge boot animation looked like really like janky in this game. It looks kind of funny. Yeah, it's got like no wind up. You just go instantly like top speed, and there's no slowdown or anything.
Small mistake for Scotto there, just jumping off the edge a little bit.
Yeah, fell down. He's this wall bounce to land on this tree. Yeah.
He's going to charge into the bolt, get as much of that rare titanium as he can.
Oh, what does he need the rare titanium for?
So when you buy this Shard Reaper, you upgrade it basically as much as you can with the rare titanium.
Oh, right, yeah.
And it's just extra time save in the arena. It's not a huge deal if you can't upgrade it like all the way. But it does make a small difference in the arena, just with like, I think there's one ammo upgrade, and there's also one that like spreads it out a little bit, so you get a little bit of extra range. Mm-hmm. Which means you can be a bit faster.
This bolt is a little tricky. There you go. Scotto nailed it.
Yeah,
all
good
right,
stuff.
Mucka now heading into Muckau. Muckau.
Muckau, yeah. I had the same thought as you at the same time. Yeah, Scotto's just going to glide between these crates so he can void out. I don't think there's another way to get out of that section without loading in. You go through the back door, usually you open up the gate there. But he goes in through the back, the gate's closed, so he has to die.
Did Mucka swap to a different camera angle there or something? Is that something you do at the beginning of the planet?
So some people, no, I think they're both in Lockstrafe. But the way it works in this game is that it only really happens when you've got a weapon out, I think. So some people will switch to the Combustor. I think it's called the Combustor. The like the gun one.
The pistol.
To line up the shit bounces there. Just to make it a bit more consistent for them. I know Killer does that as well. Scott, I'm messing up that bounce there, which is going to lose a good 10 seconds, actually. Good 10, maybe 15.
Yeah. Mucka just flying through this one, actually. Looking pretty good so far. This is going to be pretty close, actually.
Yeah, this is
this is going to come down to Nundak, I think.
It is, and Nundak being the hardest bounce in the run, this really could be equalized. That one mistake, really, that Mucka's made in the run, he's been pretty good otherwise.
Oh, missed the double jump into there. And yeah, Scotto's entering the arena now. So you've got, I think it's, yeah, you've got this 3-round here and then the boss as well. I forget if there's anything in between as well. But he's just going to be using the Shard Reaper just to like take care of all these enemies as best as he can. And wow, nice. Mucka picking up his, I think that's his second bolt.
No, that's the third bolt. Yeah.
Does that mean there's 4? There is 4 bolts.
Yeah, there are 4.
There is 4. I think Moose.
There's one near the charge boots. There's one that you bounce to near the crates. There's that one, and then there's one he's just about to get. So 4 in total. And then he'll be entering the arena, and they'll both be in the arena at the same time.
Yeah, that's definitely close. I think we can possibly time check Scotto here. He's ending this part. Oh, he's got a couple enemies left.
Yeah, I think there's another couple of waves. I don't think the last wave has clappers. Those clappers can be really scary. They can do a lot of damage to you, and sometimes they'll just one-shot you for no reason.
And these enemies can one-shot you as well.
Yeah, these enemies can one-shot you as well, inexplicably, out of nowhere, for no reason. They usually do 4 damage, which is like a third of your health. But sometimes they'll just one-shot you, and you just... What?
Alright, 23 flat on the fade out there.
23 flat, so we'll see how Mucka does. As we said before, Mucka's probably going to have a better handle on this arena fight, so you might save some time on Scotto here. We're going to get the big frog, though, for Scotto. Any frogs in chat for this guy?
Any OS frogs? I like that the platform like rotates. Like the frog itself can't be bothered to turn around, so he just like rotates on the thing in the middle. I love that.
Yeah, clean fight for clean 5 Scott. There's not a lot you can do to lose time here. The only real thing you have to pay attention to is to not get sucked up by him. So you have to back off a little bit. The Shard Reaper does slightly more damage the closer you are to your enemy. So he hugs the thing the entire time, but if you're close to him when he's doing that suck attack, he'll get sucked in and lose a bunch of time.
Yeah, so keep in mind, okay, yeah, see, so at the end of Fastoon, the disparity was, yeah, so that's 1 minute and 1 second. Yeah, so he made up about 19 seconds there. Yeah, so it was 120 at the end of Fastoon. So Mucka before at the end of that arena fight, made up 19 seconds like on Scotto and that planet. But here we go. Scotto is on Nundak, which is has one probably the hardest trick in this run.
Yeah.
This this is
slightly this is quite a bit easier, this section with the whip jumps. Don't know what you call them. I'm gonna say whip jumps. Why not?
Yeah, the shock ravager jumps. Yeah.
It's fairly trivial, but now he's going to go into the Nundak wall bounce. Now this wall bounce, if done right, looks extremely trivial, but is the most precise bounce in the run. There's a ton of different ways you can mess it up, and you'll see Scotto trying it here right now. Yeah, see he's
if Scotto nails it, see there it is.
That's a death there.
If Scotto ends up like nailing this pretty quick, this could. Oh man, this is getting tight now. Scotto's got to nail this quick.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, so he's going to be using the whip jumps all the way up to the top of the level now, and then going out of bounds to get to the end of level.
Oh man, Mucka's got to be biting himself for that mistake, man. Back on Kabalia.
It's still not over. There are hard locks in the future. There are ways to hard lock even yet in the run.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I guess you can't count out. You can't count out Todd. Oh, Mucka going for the. Yeah, that's actually a little gold bolt animation skip that I'm pretty sure I've only seen in Killa's PB. I don't even know if Mucka has that in his PB. So he's pulling out a little time saver there. Oh, what the hell is that?
Yeah,
he's like died.
You can wait. Oh, so you're looking at Mucka?
Yeah, Mucka just like died and like just by standing still. I don't know. That was weird.
Oh, that's weird. Scott doing a strat that I've also never seen before. He's like jumping in the water. That was extremely strange. Anyway, this end of the level can definitely kill you if you're not paying attention. There it is.
There it is.
Okay. It is. Yeah, Scott are going to have to do a backup now. This is going to be an extremely tight race now. Oh, okay, a backup's actually...
Yeah, okay, it's not as bad as it. Yeah, not as bad as it.
The only backup I know from that loses like 30 seconds.
What Mucka does
clearly knows what he's doing here.
Mucka did get that pretty quick, as far as I wasn't looking because I was looking at Scotto's doing that backup there. Oh man, this is close, but
yeah, this is close.
It might be over. We'll see.
We've got one planet left and one bolt left. So it's really barring some explosive diarrhea or
yeah, exactly,
or a crash. This is really Scotto closing it out now. Unfortunately for Mucka, just that one mistake. He's definitely been slightly better playing otherwise, but if your time's worse, there's nothing you can do.
Yep, Mucka's done a great job.
There you go, Scott about to close it out with the last
bounce. All he's got to do is glide down to the ship. It's out of ammo perfectly.
Yeah, you just have enough ammo to make this bounce, usually.
And that's GG for Scotto.
That's GG, 27-18.
Yeah. Man, yeah, Mucka's got to be biting himself for that one. That was a huge setback on Kabalia. At least a minute and a half.
Yeah,
probably 2 minutes.
And Mucka missing that jump now. I think it's probably going to be a...
Yeah, so now the question is Mucka feeling himself to take it to RaC 1? Or
yeah, so we're going to be waiting on Mucka, a decision for Mucka for the next game. Are we going to be going to Size Matters 5TB, or are we going to be going to RaC 1 AGB? What are you going to say, Mucka? Sam, we're going to be
watch my
Scott
montage.
Plugging his montage at the same time, and Mucka saying we're going to go to Size Matters to close this out.
Yeah, Scotto basically being basically pulling out the check my mixtape. So if you could screenshot that and put in the mixtape, then yeah, you can get a sneak preview on the montage.
Okay, yeah. Oh, we got the hue change for Size Matters.
Yeah, we got the hue change. It looks like we're about to play Ouya, but it's Size Matters. All right, pretty keen for this one. Again, Scotto does have a better PB in this as well. So
yeah, but again, as Mucka has shown us in the last race, really anything can happen and anything can go wrong.
At the very least, I hope we can see this being a 1-1 because I kind of want to see RaC 1.
I want to see RaC 1 too. I don't want to. I'm not done talking to you, Ricky.
Yep. Yeah. I just want to see. I just want to see RaC 1 because I think watching Mucka play RaC 1, he didn't play it or he didn't pick it up that long ago in the grand scheme of things. So I think watching Mucka play it. It gives you like a good idea of like what it's like to play RaC 1 when you like just pick it up. Like what are the big hurdles? What are you going to struggle with? And like, things along those lines. So yeah. Oh, and Mucka immediately loading in the Golem file. That's classic.
Just get that practice in. Yeah, a notorious clip in this game for just being extremely temperamental. It kind of just works when it wants to.
Pog slides out for SM. I'm keen as well. Yeah, it's a good little run. It's just got some tricks that can completely turn the tide, this being one of them. So we're hoping for another close race. Yeah, for sure. Keen for this.
F's in the chat for the guy who started this that doesn't know that Moncast does not start with a capital letter.
F's out.
Sorry, Sippy.
Oh, was it Sippy?
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. Well, I guess I guess I got to be the guy to cut off the dirty P.
Okay.
Mucka and Scotto, are you guys ready for bird and golem and potentially explosive diarrhea?
Bird and golem, the category.
Yep.
Yeah. Can we get the timers back to 0, Zem? Was it in the call without talking?
So I can't turn the timers to 0, but I can keep them going and then reset them once the actual thing starts. So don't worry about it.
So it's just going to go straight away.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, cool.
Based. Okay. Mucka, how are you feeling? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Big sigh. Let's go.
I'll just what I can say.
Yeah. All right. Scotto, you good to go with SM?
Yep, I'm ready to go.
All right. Okay. Bird and Golem begins in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. Tab, how do you feel about this category? Because you've been playing it a little bit recently for this tournament as well. What did you learn?
What have I learned? How do I say things without sounding mean? It's very different. There's not a lot of the skill from there's a lot less of the skill than you'd imagine that transfers over from like a game like RaC 1, for example. The way that Ratchet moves is comparable, but very slightly different in the way that the nuances work. And And there's a lot more to it than I expected, especially because it's such a short category. And of course, then I mean, I'm tiptoeing around it. But...
we're getting sync.
Oh, is that like that? Look at how close that is! Holy.
Yeah, the sync. Oh wow.
Yeah, that's insane. How? Like,
that's literally one eye for the left, one eye for the right. I mean, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so they're both going to be going into the seagull jump at the same time.
At literally the same time.
Yeah, so we're going to see how this pans out.
For those unaware, for those who haven't seen this game, there is a jump at the end of this planet where you can get to the end by jumping on. I was going to say a bird, but like, what do we call them in the other games? It's usually a pterodactyl of some kind.
Well, I think it's a seagull.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a seagull in
seagull.
this. It's on a 1-minute cycle, so if you miss it, you're gonna have to watch it go all the way around.
Yeah,
they're both just waiting for it here
because they died at the same time. They'll be attempting this jump at exactly the same time. None of the earlier movement.
And here we go.
Scotto getting it. Oh,
Mucka!
Missing it. Oh no!
That's so close. Oh, he's just standing still. What can he do? Is it all ogre? I think it's ogre, friends. It could be. I mean, you never know. I could reuse the joke. That explosive diarrhea could.
We've had it once. Missing the jump to the thing as well. It's actually quite precise, that jump. You have to hyper strike because I think the fish timer is depending on how long you're spending in the water, so you have to maximize.
Oh, really quick! Check out this trick from Scotto. He's just gonna yeet into the air. That's known as a ship proxy, and basically, by high jumping, as you enter the ship menu, you can basically warp to like more or less the top of the map.
Muckemannen opting for the casual route here. I have not seen this part of the game before. I believe this is probably the way that you get through casually. Yeah, I think you have to take that boat. Scotto checking the map there, just to check his... You know, it's funny, in RaC 1 that's a meme, but in this game you actually do check the map to check you're going in the right direction. During this fall, he's making sure he's over the top of the where the
because you're generally like unaware of where you are.
Yeah, because it's just completely black. He gets it absolutely fine. Mucka dying during the boat fight.
It's right on the bolt there. Oh, what? I just noticed he went right past that gadget. Is that hitbox like that small, literally?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I didn't even know. All right, Scotto's coming up to the golem.
Yeah, golem. This is really the last hurdle in the run. If he gets this, it's all ogre.
How quick is he gonna get out?
This is faster attempt setup that I haven't seen before. I've got to say, it's an interesting one.
I mean, it looks like he's just running in circles, but you're gonna see it if he's gonna click through the wall eventually.
Mm-hmm. At some point,
I just noticed Mucka. I just noticed Mucka's just
there. It is
gooning. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's conceded the matchup, unfortunately. And we can see we're going to be watching Scotto close this out. Really, once he gets to the end and clips through here, it's just a matter of going to the next planet and collecting the bolt that's right next to the ship. And then it's going to be tied up at the match isn't going to be tied up, but the event, the proceedings will be tied up. With Scotto on a 2-0 lead.
Which means we won't be seeing RaC 1, but
unfortunately not.
Yeah, unfortunately no RaC 1, but we probably will see that, I mean, very soon. If there's a match tomorrow, the next day, whenever that happens, we will see some more RaC 1. Again, these are the 3 games that have been chosen for the tournament, and this is what the competitors have been practicing, including UTAB. So,
yeah, indeed.
What did you enjoy learning? So you're a RaC 1 runner.
443 for Scotto.
Oh yeah,
GG.
That's it, GG. That's it.
I was gonna say with the 2-0 on Mucka.
I was gonna say, did you enjoy learning Todd or SM more? What'd you say?
It's a difficult question. I think maybe Todd, just because there was more to learn and there's more to it. But Todd has a lot more like BS.
Yeah,
it's definitely funner when it's fun, but super frustrating when it wants to be.
Oh man, Mucka.
Yeah, Mucka.
One last insult to injury.
One last effort.
All right.
Yeah, it was also the case. I will say that when I picked up Todd, I did it at exactly the same time that Sneepyy and Musa did, and we were improving at about the same rate. So it's also really fun to sort of grind against your friends like that. We were all having a good time running it together, and we ended up in the 25 club around the same time as well. So yeah, that made the experience a lot better. When I was learning Size Matters, I just had Musa yelling at me in chat the whole time, which is less good.
Yeah, that happens. Not just with Size Matters, but just any category,
general, yeah.
any category that he excels at. All right, well, that was still a good race. It could have. I mean, honestly, I was enjoying watching Muka pull it back on Tools of Destruction.
Yeah, he still had a fire in his belly there, and it's good to see that. Muka, never one you can count out. He's proven himself to be someone who can pick up games from across the entire series and be competitive in them. Obviously, he comes from Deadlocked originally, where he is just the GOAT.
Pretty much.
But yeah, he's definitely shown his prowess in other categories too, going forward, other games as well. So, God Gamer, Muka, don't count him out.
Yep. Checking out what's going on in chat. We got some GGs. The GGs are coming out. Yep. It's a good game. I'm not sure who we're going to see next, but did you say that Sneepyy was coming out like next week? He's still on vacation.
Yeah, Sneepy's starting next week. The next race will be me and Izzy tomorrow at 6 p.m. my time. So I don't know what that is for Zem's time. But a little bit early, an hour or two earlier than it started today. Yeah. But
I think that's probably it for us for now. Pretty short.
Are we going to be talking to Scotto since he won? Get his opinions on things.
I don't think we are. I guess we're gonna save it. Yeah, I mean, we are maybe gonna hear from Scotto some more time later, but I think that's good for now. We probably will hear from Scott later and the other people that are gonna end up winning later. But yeah, that's a 2-0. That's
the first one we've seen as well. Maybe we'll see more. Maybe we won't as the tournaments go forward. All of the runners demonstrating prowess in the games. So
yeah, we might see more 2-0s in different games as well. I mean, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be Todd and SM. So, but yeah, that's probably it for us. We'll see you guys in the next match. Whenever
tomorrow.
That'll be. Yeah. Oh yeah, tomorrow. Yep, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So take care, everybody, and have a good one. Peace out.
Good one. Bye.